Wells Fargo reportedly planning retreat in mortgage business. Guys, this is crazy breaking news. This is a big indicator of what is to happen to the housing market. Now, here is an article from Market Watch, and it starts, Wells Fargo is planning a retreat in its mortgage activities, according to a published report. Bloomberg News, citing unnamed sources, reported the number one mortgage originator commercial bank is looking to reduce its ties to outside mortgage firms that accounted for about a third of its new home business loans last year. That's huge, guys, a third of their new business loan, and it's going to slow down. The company told the news agency that it is evaluating the size of its mortgage business in light of a smaller originator market. Guys, basically what's happening is Wells Fargo is seeing the future of the housing market to be a lot slower than what it is today. They're probably anticipating higher rates, and they do not want to basically invest more money into that business. They will come back when mortgage rates and the housing market, turns around. But this is a clear indicator that things are changing, things are slowing down, and the housing market is no exception. I do believe that the housing market is going to come down pretty hard. The reason I say this is because it is incredibly overvalued right now. Thanks to coronavirus shutting down the country, lowering mortgage rates basically to historic low levels. It made for a recipe for disaster. It created a low inventory. It created, a few buyers. They were able to really jump in the market, take advantage of the low mortgage rates, and buy all the inventory. Because there was so little inventory due to the coronavirus, it created an insane bubble, a bubble that literally, in the median house price in the United States in 2019, before all this mess started, was about $270,000-$80,000 for a single family home. Today, it has jumped up to $380,000 for the same home. That is $100,000 increase. That's like 30%. And you know what? It's all great if you own a house and if you took advantage of those sales. But what ended up happening is, because we printed so much money and we had these record low rates, we are now in an incredible inflation state, and inflation is basically sucking the money out of everybody's bank account, right? Because everything is more expensive. And as a matter of fact, I believe that now, because of inflation, the housing market is also possibly going to stay fairly inflated for the time being. We need to see a correction. We need to see a crash. And when I read articles like this, they really do show an outlook of what is about to happen. If Wells Fargo knew things were gonna be great in the future, they would not be doing what they're doing right now. So you gotta look at the writing on the wall, because they're basically telling us we are heading into a slower market. What happens when we go into a slow mortgage scenario is basically houses are going to come down. There's going to be less buyers and there's going to be more supply. And that's exactly what we need, because a lot of people are frustrated. A lot of people do not like how much the prices have gone up. We can't even live in our own communities, and that is a problem. That is a problem that really does need to correct itself. So we are definitely going to see some changes. For all of you guys out there that are looking to really jump into your first house and build a life for yourself, and take advantage of the incredible investing opportunities that property gives you, your chance is coming around the corner. If you're looking to buy a second house to increase your wealth, again, you're gonna have amazing buying opportunities. But right now, if you bought in the last 2 years, or if you're buying right now, I would say, you're at the top of the bubble. It's probably gonna come down. You're probably gonna be underwater fairly soon. Now, if you took out if you refinance in the last 2 years, and instead of just refinancing to lower your mortgage rate, if you actually took money out on your property, because remember, when prices go up, banks are more likely, because they see that the housing prices go up, then they know that you have more equity and they're willing to let you borrow on that equity. If a lot of people took out a lot of money based on how much their house appreciated, you can see now scenarios where if you took basically all the money that was available, you could be underwater, once the market crashes. So start thinking about that, because, the more people become underwater in their property, and the more chances we're going to have for people to, walk away from their mortgage, creating more inventory and making the economy drop even faster. So guys, it's kind of crazy out there. I get it. It's kind of doom and gloom depending where you read. You know, there are some articles out there that are trying to paint a rosy picture, but you know, it's one of those situations when we were like an 05, 06, 07, and you found out that anybody could get a loan back then, and the home prices were skyrocketing. And there was a time that you just had to kind of sit back and say, this is not right. There's something off going on here. And while everybody was sitting there saying, no, it's fine, it's great, you know, housing only goes up, it goes up, it goes up. Well, we saw what ended up happening in 08 with a huge crash. We're in a very similar situation, different situation, but similar in the way that things are way too expensive. And now we have inflation, which is crazy. And, you know, it could create, you know, a very sticky, muddy situation for the future of the housing market and the economy in general. How long is it gonna take for us to recover? That is the biggest question. But for right now, the best thing we could do is save as much money as possible, right? And you know, try to get as big of a down payment as possible, so we are ready when those market prices crash. We are ready to jump in and buy. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this video. This was a quick market update. I saw that article. I did not want to miss you guys learning about it, but I just want to say a special huge thank you to everybody who's been supporting my channel, liking my videos, commenting on my videos. It really does mean a lot to me. And thank you so much for all your support. Now, if you're new to my channel and you like what I have to say and you like my videos, please don't forget to smash that subscribe button and go ahead and like and leave a comment. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video.